In this video, I'll be showing you the easiest way to cut and sew this smoky Caribbean skirt step by step. I'll be using 4 yards of fabric for this. You need enough fabric. I'll be using the fabric we use for our top as the upper part of this skirt. These are the measurements I'll be working with. Waist 27, hip 40, length 44. Now our skirt is having 3 layers, right? So I'll just be drafting that out. If you want more layers, just go ahead and do that for yours. Now the upper part of my skirt, I'll be giving that 14 because inches. It is looking smaller than the rest of the skirt. So we'll be minusing the 14 inches from the 44 inches of our skirt length. So the rest we'll be dividing it into 2. So like that, 30 inches left, so we'll be adding 15 into the rest of the column. You can as well give all your column equal inches or make the upper part more smaller depending on your preference. In the middle of the first one and the second one, I'll be having a kissing pleating, and in the middle of the second and third, I'll be having like a ruffle on the upper part. Now that we've proportioned how we want our skirt, let's start cutting our fabric. We are just going to draw a straight line on our fabric like so. We just want to make sure we go a straight line. On fold, I have 24 inches. You just want to divide your hip by 4, then add up to 15 inches. On the center front, divide your waist by 4 plus 7 inches for the smoky and swing allowance. Now, the longer your smoky, the longer you should add for your allowance, because the more you smoke, the smaller your skirt will be. From the waist, I went down by 9 inches. This will serve as the hip point since this is an high waist. Then I took the length plus an inch for sewing allowance. So in total, I mark 15 inches. Now on the hip line, we will divide our hip by 4, which is 10 plus 7 inches as well. Whatever we have at the hip point, we will mark the same thing at the hem area. We won't be using this, but it will serve as a guide. When that is done, we will just use our ruler to connect the waist to the hip first. But if you don't have a ruler, you can use your free hand as well. Look closely at what I did here. I just make a slant cuff like so outside the skirt. We are not making a pencil skirt, so we won't be coming in, we'll be going out like an A shape. You can as well just go out by 2 inches. Now anything you have there, just measure it and keep it aside. That will be the beginning of the second layer. I just cut this out and I used this one to cut another one out. So you'll be cutting this in 2 places. Then I made a notch in the middle of the 2. So one will serve as the front and the other will serve as the back. I will be keeping that aside to work on the second layer. Don't forget the measurements we took on the down part of the front layer might give me 20 inches. So that 20 inches now will be multiplying it by 1.5. Might give me 30 inches. But if you want your ruffle to be much, you can multiply that by 2, by 3, depending on how bulky and the fabric you're working with. Now after measuring the 30 by 15 inches, if you want to add swing allowance, just go ahead, but I won't be adding swing allowance to this. I will just connect those points together. I will just drag the fabric because my table is not that wide. Then I will just continue taking my 15 inches to the end of the 30 inches. From the 30 inches, I will just be connecting outside like so, the way we did for the first layer. I will cut that as well in 2 places and I will make notch on the upper part. This notching is important. Just notch your measure what part you have on the down part of your second layer and multiply it by 1.5 or how big you want it to be. Then use that to cut the third layer as well. Forget to go outside like we did for the two other layers, then notch the upper part. Now let's start sewing. Pick your first layer, the front and the back, right side facing each other. Join them on the inside. Pick the second layer, join it on the side as well. You will do the same thing for the third layer as well. You want to join all your bodies together before you start smoking, because the moment you start smoking it will be difficult to join. Now turn your clothes like so to the down part of your second layer. The down part of your second layer. Now you'll be pleating your third layer on it. And now I ended up using a bigger kissing pleating to cover it up. Maybe it's the fabric or how it gathered. I just don't like how it turned out. So if you want to use like this, just leave it. But for me, I use a bigger kissing pleating to cover it up. I've weaved all the parts that we've joined them, and in our previous video where we made the top, I already explained how to use your machine to reel your smoky thread. So I went ahead to just pass this into my machine and I'll just start smoking it. I just cut a long piece of fabric by 4 inches, then I sew it all across and I give it a good press, and I started pleating it on the middle of our first layer and second layer. This is how pretty it came out. I'll be sharing pictures of my client after she wore this in my shorts. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section below. I'll be attending to them as soon as I see them. And if you're new here, welcome to the family. Do well to subscribe for more videos like this. I hope to see you in my next one. Bye.